you watch the way in which Liverpool get that 2-0 win against Brentford, the Arsenal players were getting ready to go out. They had the 5:30 kickoff UK time, and they will have known what was happening. Do you think any of that played into Arsenal's mindset for the game? It didn't look like it, certainly at the beginning.
No, because they started the game really well. Villa were really on the back foot in the game. They started brilliantly. Could have maybe even scored more. But again, I'm watching that game, and you know, as well as we are doing without the players, like with Thomas Partey playing where he's playing, Marino's still looking for him to kick in and do well. I thought Martinelli and Trossard done the best they could, trying to get on the outside as well. But I just never felt confident when Villa had saw Villa do a couple of moves, and they got through us pretty easily. And then all of a sudden you're thinking, if we don't kind of like get this in check and get this country, they're probably going to get something. And they did.
That is Villa, though, isn't it? They're always in the game. They're always in the game.
Yeah, they are, Gaffer. And
they're an awkward team to play against.
Yeah, they do that block, and they've got the pace to go against you. You got Onana, obviously, he had to come off, but then you've got Kamara, they've got good physicality, got great pace up front. And, you just always felt a little bit nervy about what they could do.
Yeah. It's interesting when you get home and away game. If that's at Villa Park and Arsenal are 2 up, they win the game.
Yeah, I think so.
And the emphasis at home now, sometimes, if you're going to win the league, you've got to say, we're 2-0 up, we hold on to this. We don't throw players forward, we look to get over the line. And if we lose a goal, 2-1, we win 2-1. But if it's away from home, you've only got a little section of your away supporters in the corner, and you think, right, its mentality is let's defend this lead. It's very difficult to do that at home because your home team wants you to go and open up and play and get the third. And that's the difficult thing, particularly if you're going for the league. You've got to say, like, for half an hour, shut the door.
Absolutely.
Let's shut the door and make sure, if we get a third, we get a third. But don't go gung-ho. That's what Ian's just said. You felt Villa were always going to be in the game because, to a certain degree, Arsenal allowed them. They had a makeshift sort of an awkward back four, didn't they? The back four didn't look like it's normal, if you like. So protect them.
But I thought that was quite interesting in terms of team selection from Arteta. And there was one injury in defence, but he made 3 or 4 changes around. I thought that was an interesting...
You move Timber, you move Partey, you move Rice.
Yeah.
Well, look at the goal, Partey.
Yeah, for sure.
He's not a fullback, he's not a defender. He's in the perfect position. Yeah. He's stepping up at the very moment the lad's putting the ball on his foot. It's too late then. Bang, he's up and his two mates
Even the first goal, Gaffer, I think that Marino, for him to let Tielemans get that side of him to the point where he's now stretching. Again, those 2 mistakes could have been avoided. Simply by just better play. Yeah. Just a bit more awareness of where you are. I thought, for me, if you're going to change like that, I was thinking, Gaffer, like, I'd have put Declan at right centre-back and Timber at right back just to keep the shape that they're used to. And you know what? I put Miles
Timber
Skelly...
at right back, 100%.
Yeah, and the way Miles Skelly's playing, especially when he can receive that in the middle, I'd probably play him in there. I don't think that's going to be as bad as the Partey being there. And unfortunately for him, getting like, targeted in that back post.
Does he just not want to play Kivior?
Well, this is
remember you made the mistake against Newcastle.
It's worrying. That's worrying because, like, if you're Kivior now, you're probably thinking, well, it's probably
it's the old story of
the
2 left-footed centre-backs as well playing together, which you play 2 right-footed and nobody says anything. But when he's 2 left-footed, we all say, like, I'm not sure there.
It's weird.
It's like playing a real left-footer at right-back. Everyone goes, whoa, that's... But loads of right-footed left-backs, isn't there?
Exactly.
Played over the years.
And you talked about Arteta's comments that were, you felt, pointed towards the board, saying, I need reinforcements here. What do they need to look for if they're going to do business in January?
Kel's, the thing is, it's no secret that everybody knows that we need an out-and-out striker. There's chances that are being missed at the club that if you had a striker, just a normal striker, who just gets into those positions, he'll be in the middle of the box, he might get more goals. The thing with it... Kels, we've needed more attacking players, even when everyone's fit. And then you lose Saka, and it kind of like accentuates everything what they need. Arsenal knew that they would need more backup, whether it's defensively or attacking wise. They've needed that, and we've got to this window now. I don't know what we're 10 days left.
Yeah, 10.
They should be doing something. They should be doing something. It should have been done ages ago. Whatever's the lead-up plan, we should be getting a couple more bodies in that dressing room, Gaffer, because I think that dressing room now is looking for someone in there to give them a lift, and at the moment, there's nothing. And that's what a new signing would do. Now, I believe they have to do it in January. But whether it happens or not, I don't know. Maybe the quietness, what we're not hearing anything out of Arsenal, is because they might have a big surprise, which you hope. But if you don't, then again, you go the other way where you're like, oh, there wasn't a surprise. And you're down again.
Yeah,
that's what the fans feel like. But then come the summer, big things have to happen.
They're working on the Zubimendi deal for next season. I know, and the problem then is financially. You know, Arsenal, like a lot of Premier League clubs, are losing money, and they can't just spend and spend and spend. So I think they're looking at what they can do in terms of a number 9 or a goal scorer, but they will be limited. They can't go and spend 100 million on somebody, whether it's Sesko or Isak or whoever you want. So they're looking, but they're a bit limited, I think, in what they could do right now.
It's got to be a very astute buy if they're going to buy anyone in January as well. Who are you going to get that's going to be long-term right for Arsenal to go again next year? You know, and that's the difficult. You think, well, do I need to buy some? But is he really in my plans for the next 2 or 3 seasons? Maybe not, but we need him as an emergency. But he's got to be the right player, and that's so difficult in the January window. It really
Clubs
is.
are so resistant to those kind of reactive transfers now, aren't they? They just want, you know, we need somebody to come in and fix a problem for us. It's not. It's
but the thing is that saying that, and I know what Gav's saying, but the fact is that Arsenal have needed extra attackers. So I believe they should get one. If you can get him now, get him, because we're going to need him anyway. Because the fact that we need a number 9. I think if we go next season and we're still without the number 9 or the backup for Saka, backup for, you know, the left side as well, the left back, you know, hopefully Miles Lewis-Skelly can fill that, but he's a midfielder in general. So hopefully we can get somebody, because Calafiori again's injured, Zinchenko probably moved. They need to be getting those bodies in there. They have to be getting them in there.
So where's the title race now then?
Liverpool. That's it.
Well, they're 6 points.